Here's the good news. There's good news. Welcome to week 4 of our series, Good News. What an amazing journey to look at stories from Scripture together and keep discovering the truth about who God is. One of my favorite parts of the discovery process is when we retell the story that we read from the Scripture in our own words. I'm hoping you've had a chance to retell the story, or maybe you've heard other people in your group retell the story in a very creative or memorable way. Maybe you're wondering why we have so many people retell the story week after week. Now, it's not just to give you a chance at your improv or acting career, although that might be a great outcome. Part of being a follower of Jesus is always looking for opportunities to make other followers of Jesus, who make other followers of Jesus, and so on. A key component in this process is sharing. Each week in the discovery process, we ask, who are you going to share this story with this next week? Another way we can think about it is this: who in my life should be hearing this story? When we retell the story, and when we hear others retell the story, it helps us to internalize the story in such a way so we are ready to share in a moment's notice. It's harder to tell a story that we didn't personally experience if we've never told it before. Retelling the story alongside our people helps us to bring the story to life and puts the story on the front of our mind so we can share it at a moment's notice as we encounter our faces and places. As you retell the story this week, try some different prompts for retelling. For example, have someone in your group retell the story as if they were telling it to a group of 5-year-olds. Or have someone in your group retell the story as if you were telling it to your neighbor that you just ran into out at the mailbox. Or have someone retell the story as if they were telling it to a group of people who had never even heard of Jesus. Get creative with this. Maybe you need to think about your faces and places. This is a term we use to describe the faces that you see in the places you go. These could be people that are far from God, but in your life. We all have these people. Who are your faces and places? How would you retell the story to them? Sharing the story about Jesus is going to feel risky sometimes. We want to do everything we can to prepare ourselves for the moments that God will bring our way, where we have an opportunity to take the risk and share a powerful story. As always, we want to be people who are continuously seeking development and learning from one another. Please make every effort to attend one of our coaching groups, where you'll get to rub shoulders with other people who are on this discovery journey as well. For everything you need to know about those gatherings, you can head to canyonridge.org/groups. Now go and have fun retelling with your people.